We sanded this down and we put tung oil on it, and then we started to realize that it's actually laminate, so it's not doing us any good. I would need to sand it all the way down and hope I didn't eat into the laminate, and from underneath there is just particle board. So we're wasting our time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna finish it off and try to get as much of the coating off as I can. I think it's poly or lacquer, whatever she used before. We'll get it off and I'll make sure it's smooth. There's no scratches. Not these scratches. These are just, you know, wear and tear scratches. We like those, not the scratches from the finish that was on it. And then I'll just put some more coats of poly on it, have it protected, and we'll be done with it. So I just need to get over it and start sanding it. It's pretty smooth. I may just hit it with some 600 actually to smooth out those scratches. And yeah, then we can poly it and be done with it. All right, here we go. There's a polyacrylic clear matte, brand new can. We had to buy some, we ran out. Don't ever shake your poly or your lacquer or whatever it is you're gonna use. Don't shake it, stir it. There's not a lot of sludge on the bottom, that's awesome. It's best to use a separate container. That way you don't want any particles or anything that's on here to get in the rest of it, because you're not going to use that whole can. So let's see, I'm going to start with the front. The reason I'm starting with the front, two reasons. One, it's a lot of it's down at the bottom. So I want to get that first, and two, it's actually the hardest. All these little details and everything are going to cause a lot of drips, and I want to get rid of that and take care of all of that first. Because while that's all settling, I can work on the sides and then I can come back and check it to make sure I still don't have any more drips hanging down that I'm gonna have to sand off later. Now when you're doing this, if your main light source is in front of you and you're looking at it at an angle, you can see what's wet and you can see where you missed to make sure you get full coverage. Just a little trick. Use the glare of the most prominent source of light to show you what you missed. All right, so this has had 2 hours to dry, the first coat, and it's a little rough and bubbly, so we're gonna take some 320 grit sandpaper and smooth it out, wipe it down with tack cloth, and put a second coat on it. All right, there you have it. We finished it up. It turned out great. I mean, it took us a while. We were originally gonna try to restore the wood with the tung oil, but then we discovered that it's laminate, so that really wouldn't work. And we didn't want to sand it all the way down. We wanted to keep the paint that Ellie had done in the past to give it this beautiful distressed look. So we just cleaned it up and put new coats of poly on it. I got the old poly off, or lacquer, whatever she happened to use on it. Got that off, and then we put new finish on it. And now it's protected and ready to go for years to come. So I think it turned out great. It cost us $18 for a can of poly, but we didn't use all of it, so we can use poly for other projects. And now I got a brand new nightstand that I can put on my side of the bed, so now I have a nightstand instead of the floor. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave us some comments down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and we'll see you on the next one. We love you. All done. We're all done. You ready for the next one? All right. Can I have this? Let me have that. There you go, buddy. Now you're free.